Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Hello and welcome to Weekly Tips. We're going to put some sense in your tip jar. Welcome today. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Hercules Beetle. Yeah, so I start out here just drawing the horn. That's one of the unique features of this beetle. It's the Hercules beetle. Funny story, you can see there I've called the file rhino beetle because I thought it was a rhino beetle, so that's what I kind of looked up and then found this image somehow, and obviously I was wrong. So yeah, make sure that your source is right. I say that in quite a few videos, find your reference, make sure your reference is right. And everything like that. So yeah, this is actually a Hercules beetle. So they have really long horns. The rhino beetle actually has like one horn. It's quite small. Everything like that. These are really awesome creatures, really, or animals, whatever you want to call them. They're insects, but I like to see them as animals because they are quite big. And they have their own kind of big features. They're not just insects. They're really nice, and there are certain things they have. This usually the males have the long horns to defend and fight off each other. Males usually fighting off each other for females. Usually how it goes. Most, I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's usually why they have these big horns. Most is that way. But yeah, there are different features. Obviously, you can look that up and find out all those things. And yeah, drawing it is kind of simple. Once you know how to draw kind of an insect outline of a beetle, how to draw a beetle, scarab beetle, those kind of beetles. Once you understand the shape and form of that, so I've got the abdomen and the head. Once you understand that, you can then go and add these extra features on top, like that massive horn that these Hercules beetles have, and things like that. So you see here, I do a couple of passes as I do. I do about 2 or 3 drawings. I do a quick sketch just to get the whole kind of image underway. And here I kind of use a little bit of painting technique. I usually do that a bit for myself. It's up to you how you kind of work and how you develop things. But for me, I do a base drawing, a drawing that's maybe not too perfect, and then from there I kind of paint the rest on to fix up some things as I go. Yeah, removing some of the drawing. I'm not staying with a complete crappy drawing, I'm going from a good enough drawing to developing it into a better drawing. But I could have, taken this again, lightened it again, dropped the opacity and redrawn it with those extra featured. But for me, I just kind of draw on top, draw with my painting and fix those features up. Like for instance, the horn wasn't exactly long enough, so I fixed it up by painting it a bit longer. And this is how I freely paint it, so that I make sure those lines aren't too restricting. That's the thing with when you start painting it or start editing it, and everything like that, coloring in, doing some shading. If you're too restricted with those lines, you can't fix up all those details. So don't go too far. Drawing kind of texture and features before you have a defined image, really a really good image, before you start to kind of detail it. I did detail it here a little bit, but this only took me like maybe 20 minutes to do the whole thing, from start to finish, of me actually drawing it, kind of lightly painting it, really kind of tonal study in a way. So everything like that. So I don't mind losing it and just starting again. Like now I'm kind of just jotting down all those details, and I can take all these details that I've learned from doing this little process. This is a quick 20-minute kind of painting thing that I've done. It's not too great, but it's not too bad. It's at that point. But I can take everything that I have kind of learnt and do it again. I could take everything that I've done in this sketch, this 20-minute sketch, and start again, redo it, hopefully get a better result, spend a little bit more time doing the next drawing of it, fix up some features, and hopefully a better result and everything like that. Don't mind losing it. And that's what's kind of good about it. You want to make sure you have a little bit of that room, that you're not spending so much time on it that it's like, I can't draw it again, I can't create it, can't get it to this level again. But yeah, hopefully you did learn something today about this beetle, this amazing beetle. Hopefully do feel free drawing it or drawing any insects. They can be interesting to create. There's so many of them, and so many interesting ways to draw them. This is kind of an easier view, so if you want to go for something different, a different kind of view on its side, on its front end, however you want to draw it, feel free to challenge yourself. Let me know down in the comments, if you do draw insects, or you have drawn insects, if you find it challenging, if you enjoy it, anything like that. I'd like to know down in the comments. Thanks for joining me. Keep drawing, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.